Oh, hey there. I just finished eating some scrambled eggs. Oh, they were so good. I have a friend who can't have milk. I think about him a lot. See, my friend, I guess like some people think that my friend, they look at him, he's this little kid who can't have milk. They think he must be weak or talentless or not. But no, he had his talents. He was really good at fighting games. Like, fighting games were like the one thing he could beat me at consistently. Like, it was one of those things where it's like I almost didn't want to play fighting games with him because, like, I knew I wasn't going to win. But, it was like the one thing that he could beat over me. So I was a good friend, so I'd take the L against him. And it wasn't just us. He was actually really, really good. Like, he was, like, doing good in ranked matches and whatever. And so we went to a tournament. I don't want to say the name of the tournament, but I'll give you a hint. It's the predator at the top of the food chain. So we go to that tournament, and they're playing, like... Here's the thing, though. You know how most people dedicate their lives to one fighting game? This guy was good at, like, 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like, he could play competitively at 3 different fighting games. This kid was a prodigy. All those years spent at home by himself, not drinking milk, not going out and playing, having no friends, just playing fighting games, he is good. Like, he could win money. And so we go to this thing, right? And, there's a bunch of different games going on at once, but the judges are very lenient when it comes to people who are in multiple... You know what I mean? Like, they'll make accommodations for people who are playing multiple games. But what ends up happening is he basically clears house with his bracket. He friggin' like, he's doing amazing, you know what I mean? Like, he's barely losing at, like, a round, he's, like, kicking all this ass. And it's going to be the part where he's going to break out of his bracket. Here's the thing, once you break out of the bracket, that's when you get the notoriety. That's when the sponsorships come. Like, that's when you beat the bracket, you're going off to the people who are well-known and sponsored, He was just a nobody, and now he was going to be playing against the best players in the world. Like, this was his time. This was his moment. But the hotel that was hosting the venue, they had a continental breakfast, and he had eaten some scrambled eggs. And what he didn't realize was these scrambled eggs weren't made with water, as many are. They were made with milk. And so just as he's about to, fight the final round of his bracket, oh my God, I feel so bad for him just thinking about it. He's about to fight the final round of his bracket. His stomach starts to hurt. And he's like, oh no, I can't. Oh no, not now. I can't hold it. And I'm like, come on, bro, come on. He's like, no, I can't. And he runs off to go to the bathroom. And he's there for way too long. Like, I don't know how long it was, but I was pleading with the judge. Like, they called his name 3 times. And normally the rule is, after the 3rd time, you're disqualified. But I begged them. I'm like, no, please, look. He had run to the bathroom. He's not feeling well. This is his chance. This is his moment. This is his one chance to shine, to break away, to not just be a loser for the rest of his life. Please don't disqualify him. But then so they gave him more. They called out 4 or 5, 6, and I'm running back and forth. I'm going to check on him in the bathroom, and he's just crying. He's just like, it won't stop. And I'm like, come on, bro. You need to treat your butthole like it's another opponent at the fighting game. You need to force stock him. You need to beat this. And he's like, I can't. I lose. And he's just sobbing on the other end. And eventually they disqualified him. And he was able... The moment they announced he was disqualified, like 5 minutes later, he gets off the toilet. And then after that, he was sporadically on and off the toilet the whole day again. And it sucked because by the end of the day, I think he didn't want to play fighting games anymore. It was like those scrambled eggs forced him to not only purge out most of his body weight, but also his love of the one thing in his life that he was good at. And that's sad.